everybody, this is the Sliders Review. I'm here today to talk about Black History Month, the month that is a celebration of my people, because I am a black man and everything. And it's about all our accomplishments, all the oppression that we have gone through over like centuries of living in like America and stuff like that. And even till this day, we are still being oppressed. And so I'm here today to talk to you about certain characters or TV shows or episodes that revolve around Black History Month that I personally enjoy. So I'm here today to talk to you about Power Rangers SPD Samurai. I love SPD. It's one of my all-time favorite Power Rangers seasons. It's one of my all-time favorite Disney Power Rangers seasons. I just really love it. The only thing about it I don't like is the big mouthpieces in the helmets. That's gross and just looks weird. I also very disappointed that Sam never got the demorph except for the last episode, and it's not even the person who voiced him. And that's only because Disney didn't want to throw out no more money. Disney was being very stingy with just their third Power Ranger series. Also, I'm also like really disappointed that Nova and the Cat Ranger like only had like really small roles, only like one episode, and that's once again Disney didn't want to push out the money. I don't know what the world is wrong with Disney. They make so much money. They create all this stuff. They're doing so much stuff with the MCU, but when it came to Power Rangers, oh no, they didn't want to like put like any money onto it. So what was the point of them buying the franchise and stuff? And you know, of course, sadly, when they gave up the rights to Power Rangers, they gave it back to Saban, and Saban ruined something he created that was like amazing. Ugh, Disney, I swear, boy. So anyways, this is a Jack focus episode. Jack is the Red Ranger. He is the leader. He is. This is what I'm still confused about. He's either the second black person to be a Red Ranger, or he's the third. I'm still not sure if Shane is half black or not. I know he's fully Samoan. I just don't know if he's half black. But yeah. So Jack was the first criminal to be a Power Ranger. Him and Z were like lived on the streets ever since they was like little, and they've like stolen to get by. And they end up becoming Power Rangers. They're the most like unlikely people to become Power Rangers, similar to that of Leo. However, the thing about Jack is that when he first started off, he had a very lazy personality. And then he started kind of like abusing the system when he started abusing his power once he saw that he is Red Ranger and people supposed to do what he says. It took him a good while to like learn how to like, be a true leader and just be an all around like good person. And you know, not everybody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the great things that his character there to show is that he wasn't perfect. He abused the system. He did bad things, but he turned his life around all for the better once he became a Power Ranger. Once he started saving people, he liked that so much. But the thing about him is that he doesn't like the idea of his life being like preordained, predestined. And he believes he should make his own destiny. And ironically, and towards the end of the series, he resigns from both SPD and being a Power Ranger. Just so he can help out like the little guys and like, on the street and stuff like that. That's very commendable and everything. And so like the thing about this episode that's interesting, I don't really get the plot of this episode. Grog, who's like the main villain, he wants to destroy the Rangers and everything, but he wants to kind of like, well, he wanted to distract them. He wants to steal something. So it's weird because like it is this ancient like alien dude, right? Because see, aliens live on Earth now. they coincide with humans. I think they're in the year 2024. I think I'm not really 100% sure, but so he knows of this one alien who's a samurai, and he came to Earth many, many years ago in feudal Japan. And so, like, he trained with this one master type dude and fought for the good. So he brought him through time, through like a time vortex, and then he planted him down in Japan. And so, because of that, it catches the attention of the Rangers. So they go to Japan. And so when they go to Japan, they end up fighting the samurai dude. Now, here's the thing. Before this episode starts, we see Jack, who's morphed as the Red Ranger, and Doggy Kruger, who's morphed as the Shadow Ranger. And they're squaring off practicing with swords. And Doggy Kruger ends up beating him. Jack thinks it's only because he has the Shadow Saber, which is Doggy Kruger's like main weapon. And but he tells him no, it's not the weapon, it's the person who wields the weapon. But Jack just can't seem to like get that. And he constantly keeps asking for like his mentors, like and his bosses like sword throughout the entire episode. Now when it comes to Doggy Kruger, I've always wondered how in the world does his big head fit into that helmet? Like it's weird. He's taller than the stunt actor, and the stunt actor has a regular like human body shape when they morph. I don't understand that because the dude is so huge. But then again, it really makes no sense when you get the Dino Charge and the Silver Ranger is like, really huge bird like dude and morphs into like a human shaped body. That's always been weird to me. That's why I'm glad in the Ninja Turtles when they morph, they still look like Ninja Turtles. But yeah, so anyways, he fights the Rangers and he ends up kicking their butts. He fights them demorphed. And when he knocks Jack's like blaster out of his hand, he gives it to him because he wants him to fight in a fair fight. Because of this, Jack thinks he might be on the side of good, but it's been like lied to. So of course, Broodwing sends down some foot soldiers. They fight the Rangers and everything, and they lose the samurai. Well, Grog also sent down a giant robot. See, robots, the tiny human-sized robots, they fight in Zords. Also, aliens fight in Zords. This is very unique. Normally, a monster just goes big, but this one, they just fight like, in Megazords. And so, after a while, because they sent down the Megazord and everything, this causes Doggy Kruger to send the like SPD base to Japan so that he can like initiate the what's it called? I forgot what it's called. It's something like the Delta base Megazord or something like that. Because it's a whole lot bigger and it's the same size as that like robot thing, and their regular Megazord isn't. So like at some point in time, Jack finds like the samurai dude again, and then he decides he's gonna fight him one more time. But before he does that, he asks Doggy Kruger for the sword. He says no, but he does it anyway. These two fight a epic battle, and Jack finally ends up winning. And so they fought because the samurai dudes all like, I can only know if you telling the truth if like we fight. I don't know what the world that's supposed to mean, but whatever, they fight. So after they fight, he loses. He's all like, oh, I can trust you. But now Jack needs to know if he can trust him. So he takes out his scanner and he scans the dude. And it turns out he is telling the truth. And so like the Rangers, they defeat the giant robot monster. But there's a problem now. See, this is all, like I said before, a distraction. Grog end up stealing like this specialized metal that's like really strong. In a way, they find a way to open the vortex and they send the samurai back. Then, when Jack is like practicing, when the time vortex like closes and everything, a tiny blue ball comes out. This little blue ball is Sam, a kid they met a while back, and this Sam is from the future, who becomes the Omega Ranger, and I love the Omega Ranger. So anyway, Jack is about to practice again with the sword and with Doggy Kruger, and he still has his Shadow Saber. But Doggy lets him know, hey, that's a fake like holographic thing, just a regular sword. And so Jack is surprised. He's all like wondering how could he beat the samurai? He just had a rinky-dink sword. And once again, Doggy lets him know that it is not the sword, it is the person who wields it. So then they start practicing. One good thing about this episode and Jack is that like Jack is a flawed character, but Jack is the type of person who like somehow finds like you have like a A and a B answer. He finds the C answer to like solve things, and he's the most unlikely person to be a Power Ranger or a leader. Many people believe it should have been Tate, the Blue Ranger, because he trained all his life for it. But there's this unique quality, like I said, about not Zach, but Jack, that causes him to like overcome the obstacles and stuff in life. And that what made him such a great Red Ranger. However, he is very stubborn and he's very like cocky at times. And it takes like a butt kicking just for him to be all like, all right, I need to calm myself down and like focus. And when he does that, he's able to triumph and everything. And with the help of like the other Rangers and of course like Doggy, they help mentor him to be like a better leader than what he is. So that when he does decide to leave towards the end of the series, he is able to help people and be that type of like advocate type leader and stuff. Happy Black History Month, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.